It felt like when you get rocked by a real fighter multiple times. And there's a moment in the trailer where I'm on my knees in the ring and I look up and I look dazed. That's real. I got my bell rung. And Benny was like, hold on, just stay right there. And I was seeing 3 heads of Benny Safdie and 15 heads of Mark Kerr at that time. But so to bring it back to authenticity, as you said, and Mark is the one who experienced this loss where he couldn't move in the ring and he was getting rocked. And what's so moving about that, when you see it in the documentary, and then you obviously watch it and you pull it up, his fights on YouTube, is that as Mark is getting rocked in that moment, his eyes are open, he's with it. And he's not knocked out. He's getting his bell rung. He's getting kneed in the guts and in the rib cage, and then also, but he's not quitting and he's not tapping, and he's just there. I was so, when I knew that was going to be part of our film, and Benny obviously has written the script, I talked to Mark, and when we've just gotten to know each other so we're all so close now and great friends. But I said to Mark, just you and I here. Why couldn't you move? Why, and I said, there's 30, 40,000 people there in Japan. And he goes, that's exactly it, DJ. There's 30, 40,000 people there in Japan. They all came to see me. I'm not going to quit. I just could not move my arm. So the best thing for me to do was just to take it. And I was going to take it until I couldn't take it anymore, or take it until the ref stops it. Now, obviously, the ref stops. I have chills now as he was telling me that. So the man who lived his life so we could all feel it, I knew going into that scene, into that fight, because Benny had asked me at the beginning of the movie, it wasn't a question, it was more, here's this, I would love to do this. And Benny said, I would love to never cut away from you in these fights. We have a great stunt double, we have 2. I'd love to just use you. And I know what that meant. And so at the end in that scene, we had to tell our scene partner is a fighter. And I said to him, hey brother, you're pulling the punches. I said, you got to lay it in and you got to hit me. He goes, what do you mean? I said, Benny's not cutting away. This is the end of the movie. This really happened to Mark. You have to lay it in. Wow. And I said, look, just don't hit me here, you break my jaw. Don't hit me in my temple, you'll kill me. I said, but if you could hit me here in my cheekbone.
Okay.
And he goes, no, I'm not going to do that. And I said, I need you to hit me. And he goes, I respect you, I'm not going to do that. I asked Benny to come over, and Benny asked him. Benny said, you have to hit him because I'm not cutting away. And I grabbed him, I said, brother, please, it's you and I here. It's okay.
And then I had just I found out that earlier that Boz was listening to this whole thing, and Boz was just like, just hit him,
just hit him.
He's the Rock.
He's the Rock. Hit him.
It's good.
It's like whoa.
He hit me so hard. He hit me so hard, and then that's what you see in the movie. He is not only is he hitting me, but I realized watching back, he's coming down,
Yes.
and that is a
Oh my God,
dude.
man.